Hey guys, let's talk about how to 10x your playing. Now, when we learn an idea, often we'll get a couple of things to do with it and we'll learn another idea, learn some things with that and such, and so the story keeps going. So what happens is we have this pile of ideas that we can do, and some of the ideas we learn it and not maybe quite enough to be able to actually use. And over this side, we have the pile of things that we know really well and we can use all the time. But what happens, unfortunately, the pile of all these different things we looked at is huge, and the pile of things that we're using over here is only small. What we can do is let's take an idea that you've done and let's look at how you can play it 10 different ways. It could be something as simple as a paradiddle. Think of 10 different ways you could play a paradiddle, as in fills, putting it in different styles, a whole bunch of different grooves, playing it between different limbs, all those sort of things. And then all of a sudden, you've got 10 ideas out of this one concept of a paradiddle. Some of the great things that happen about that is all of a sudden you start to own that. You own that sticking the paradiddle. You just know it so well, and it develops a sense of creativity too. Then all of a sudden you're not just thinking, okay, here's the rhythm, and you're not just thinking this pattern. All of a sudden you're thinking, well, what can I do with this pattern? How can I move it? And you'll try things that you haven't tried before because you're trying to get 10 different ways to play it. It can be really, really awesome for our creativity. And not just that, but when you go to play in a band situation, it might be an improvised sort of thing, and you go to do a fill, this stuff will come out because you will own it. It'll be a part of you. Not like in some of those things where you sort of do and you can play the groove, but you know, you're only playing it once every now and then, and you know, without really thinking about it, you're not going to be able to put it in there. This other thing, when you learn it and you 10x it, you're going to own that to be able to put it anywhere. And the good thing about it is when we're learning something new, the learning curve is generally, it's pretty steep, because you just, you know, even if you haven't played a paradiddle before, it's pretty steep. You've got to go up there. But once we sort of get it, it's sort of like, oh, okay, this is easier. And then just learn all these things on it. So if you're putting in all that work to get up there and just get the core pattern, then just put in a little bit extra and get creative with it and really own it. Take it to the next level, 10 times it. Cool, guys. Anyway, bit of food for thought there. Let me know in the comments what that you would like to 10 times and 10 different ways you can play it. Cool, guys. Thanks.